Well, Chris, what I was going to talk to JD about, we may still get into it. There's open educational resources being discussed.
Is there?
In Galway. oer19 is the hashtag.
Hang on, don't in Norway?
No, Galway. Galway, it's in Ireland somewhere.
Oh, okay.
And they've offered a remix on their logo. This is where we get into Twitter. Sorry, we'll have to, before we get into all the social media aspects of open educational resources, we'll just have to explain the intricacies of Phonic FM. Because Phonic FM is into social media, but Twitter is mostly with the We Not Know show on a Wednesday.
And so's the World Show into social media,
Yes,
mainly Facebook.
Mainly Facebook. That's what I was going to explain, Chris.
Yeah.
So this remix of the logo system that OER has tweeted about, I've retweeted it, but I didn't transfer it into Facebook. But we might do that later on, I suppose.
Okay.
Have a go with that. But anyway, OER19 is what people should look for. And they've also using Creative Commons, and they're sending quite a lot of stuff to YouTube, not all of it. But I think if you look for that hashtag on YouTube, or if you go to their main site, there's links, and that's all Creative Commons as well. So what I wondered was what you think we can do with radio in terms of remix. I started to talk to JD off air a little bit about this, and he thinks there's quite a few restrictions which I've not really thought about. I thought we could do whatever we liked, on the grounds it was probably promotional. So if Joe Cocker's not with us, is he? But I mean, if the Beatles publishing company said we've been messing about with their lyrics or something, and we said, oh no, it was promotional, we were hoping to sell a few more copies, they'd like our argument, and they wouldn't mind what we'd done with it. Do you think?
Well, the Beatles are dead.
They're not all dead.
No, but someone is.
Yeah, but even, I mean, Marvin Gaye estate, they've got enough funds. If you were to write a song which was partly a Marvin Gaye song, or arguably a Marvin Gaye song, by mistake, because it was lurking in the back of your brain, and you thought you'd written a new song, but that wouldn't stop us playing it on the radio, would it?
No.
But I don't know. Joe, do you think it's a commercial thing, radio, or is it more like a party, or have we got both things going on?
Radio as a whole, or radio, community radio, or national radio?
Generally speaking, I mean, if you were thinking about the music industry, well, I suppose as soon as you call it the music industry, that gives it away a bit, doesn't it?
It's got more complicated over the years. That's why I think because where you get your sound from, whether it's the internet or the what have you, they have to cover all the grounds that they don't get messed about.
Oh, so how would the internet mess them about, do you think?
Because people can download things, and they do, free of charge, or they sign up to something and you don't know whether that is legit or not, according to the producer of the item.
Right. Because some of them put out short versions.
Yes.
For promotion.
Yes, but you don't know if they're legal either.
Ah.
You see, we as the person on the other end, we just don't know whether it's legal or not.
Do you think that's a good enough statement as a radio show? We just didn't know.
Well, you're doing a show with that, aren't you? So.
Well, yes, we have. That's our basic defence.
Yes,
we sort of go through Twitter and we click the links, and we hope it's okay.
Well, that's the thing. You have to hope.
That's the We Not Know show on a Wednesday.
Yes, you have to. Yes, you have to hope that it's okay. That's the thing. You just don't know it's okay, because somebody else could have put it on in one of their feeds, and they probably haven't got copyright for it.
Well, it's possible that they haven't. We played a whole clip from LBC yesterday, and they haven't objected yet. Somebody's raising their hand.
Yes, sir, I'd like to talk to you.
Please carry on, Chris.
You know, JD said it's complicated.
Yes, he
now.
did. He said it's complicated.
That may be a thing that our producer's saying he doesn't understand, and he's willing to resign.
No, I have.
No, well, Chris, this is 23 minutes past 10, and you're already trying to sack the producer. Do you think we're going to get a better producer, one who's not concerned about copyright
You only
at
got
all?
7 minutes.
Well, no, because our other producer's going to Kendall.
Oh, that's true. Yes. You're stuck with JD next week.
So you better be careful.
Okay.
I mean, his
Well,
I think his position on copyright is quite good. He's saying it does matter. He's very concerned about it, but in terms of details, case by case, he's not as fully informed as he might be.
And you don't worry on the We Not Know show because you haven't got a producer.
No, we haven't. We haven't got a producer.
You just click the links on Twitter and see what happens.
Well, it turns out yesterday, Twitter was working a lot better than YouTube. YouTube, for some reason, was completely silent. But if you just stayed with Twitter, you couldn't see what you were doing. You didn't have much control over it, but all the sounds were coming through. But anyway, eventually, much later, we'll work out how this translates to education, because education in some ways has got more web access. It's had it for longer. Massive broadband started out in the university world, but the academic journals are still heavily protected.
Massive broadband started in America.
That's true as well. So do you think all the academic journals are going to end up in America? And will they protect them?
Yeah.
So what about all this stuff on the blogs that is strangely similar to the academic article that will appear in 2 years' time?
That will be in the UK.
Ah. So you think that's just very interesting, Chris. You're saying that the UK has a bigger tolerance of social media, and therefore there will be a sort of parallel universe with these heavily protected journals based in the United States, but a lot of messing about here in the UK and possibly in Galway and a few other places. Is that what you're saying? Well, I'm not... Vaguely. Okay. Well, I think that's a breakthrough.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I'm right out of time. Because you're going to want to take over
Yeah, I am.
this show round about 1:30. So I think I've got to, although that's... Yes, this is about right. I might nick a minute or two off you.
I don't know about that.
But
JD, shall we let him have a minute or two?
Yeah, that's fine. You can take a minute off.
Because
You can take a minute off the next show.
Oh, right, that'll be fine. They're very understanding.
Yeah, they'll be understanding.